Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your life experiences at the moment. So, Leo, this is a week to go within, to go into a self-reflective, introspective mode, so you can start to heal. Is that simple? To heal your heart. I'm just joking. I know it's not simple at all. But this must be something you have been feeling for quite a time, not just now. This need to heal the wounds of your heart, and you are the sign that rules the heart chakra. So anything that goes here in your heart, it really strikes home because it's felt with twice as with twice intensity as to someone else because it's your ruling core that is in a deep need of self-love, self-understanding, and self-healing. And so your intuition is guiding you this week to let you know that if you allow yourself to, if you meet this energy halfway, you can start taking care of your wounds as a motherly figure to your own self, as a nourishment figure to your own self. So there's also this sense of having some type of occult wounds, hidden wounds from your own awareness that may be revealed to you through this light of consciousness, of intuition, once you start looking at it in a different way, without the rational logic to it, just listening to your intuition and using it as a compass to guide you to the understanding of what's hidden in your heart. That's maybe the source of situations in your life right now that present themselves as challenging or hurtful. I'm not gonna lie and say it's an easy process or that you will feel it smoothly. You will not. Probably will feel very intense, an intense pull on you, an intense, sometimes heavy energy dragging you into this transformative period of your life. Because transformation is hard, is necessary, it's beautiful, it has a beautiful outcome, and it's a beautiful journey, but it's painful, and we should be honest about it. There's nothing wrong with being honest, not sugarcoating over sugarcoating situations. Transformation is painful. Is it worth it? Worthy? Yes. Does it make you a better, self-evolved, conscious human being? Yes. But it's still hard to endure. And it's intense because you feel you have every single nerve exposed. Your sensitivity is overly active in this period of time. So what I'm trying to say, because the challenge is the death card. And so it's challenging this transformative period you are going through, which will promote the self-healing you are in very deep need of. It's hard for you because it's intense and it's dramatic and it's deep and it's dark and it's the shadow and it's consuming and it's just scary. And the death card is associated with the Scorpio sign, and we are in the Scorpio season, and Scorpio squares Leo because both are fixed signs and they have very different ways of expressing their core and their personalities. They shine in very opposite ways. The sun in Leo shines out there. You can see it, you can feel it, and it's beautiful and it's amazing, and everybody goes out to enjoy the sun and laugh and have a lot of fun, and it promotes creativity, promotes beauty, promotes romance, promotes everything that we like to call the sunny side of life. This is Leo. And then Scorpio is the underworld. It's dark, it's supernatural, it's scary, it's transformative, it's deep, It's hidden, but it's painful many times, and it's overly emotional and attached to the worst aspects of our own psyche. And when I say worst, I may correct myself. I mean to the darkest aspects of our psyche, which includes our shadow. So for Leo, this is very hard because their core belongs to the sun, to the exposure of the sun, not to finding it in the dark. How are you going to find your sun in the dark? There's no sun in the dark. Well, there is. And that's the trick for you. You cannot see it because you are in the need of self-healing. And once you go into this process of self-healing of your heart, then you can burst the light open again and um, cast away the shadow because you are spreading your light into it back again, the golden light. And the shadow will cease to exist because it's a part of you. It's just it's a shadow because there's no light in it, because we refuse to go and put the light in it because it's a process that it's scary, and rarely, not to say impossible, we want to go there willingly. That's why Scorpio, Pluto, the eighth house, is unexpected situations, ups and downs of life, crisis. Nobody goes willingly into crisis, into pain, into the dark hole, very rarely. It's a subconscious, unconscious pull to make you aware of things you didn't have an awareness before. So I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, but this is for a reason. If I'm talking too much to you, it's because I want to give it out my fully formed opinion about those cards and the meanings of it so you can shape in any way this applies to you, if it applies to you and resonates with you, without feeling that this is going to be a horrible week. It's not. It's a week to be reflective, go more inwards, more introverted, and to be a mother to your own self, because the main opportunity is the high priestess. So be your own source of nourishment. Find what nourishes you inside. Find what gives you a feeling of contentment and promotes inner peace, inner comfort. Like when we are in the laps of our mothers, when we are a baby, it's the same thing, but it's an internal process. Go within and search for your knowledge of what is the trigger, what is for you, what works in terms of awareness, of nourishment, of your own soul and your own heart. The advice is the Three of Swords. Go within, reflect, observe, listen to your intuition so you can understand what is still lying in your heart that is causing you suffering or negativity or a lack of room to growth and to fully express who you are and to fully attract and express again the abundance of love that you have to give and that you have to receive. Probably with these two cards together, you are not aware of this, all of those wounds. It's an occult energy that's why the opportunity is to go within and to reflect and to observe and to distance yourself a little bit from noise or over stimulations, because in meditation, in visualization, in any type of technique you use to calm yourself down and to go within, you will probably receive a clarity of what's going on here in your heart that needs to be needs light to be shed on, needs to be transformed and healed in some way. Because the challenge is death. Death is life. Death is what promotes life. It's the other side of life. And so when something dies, something immediately is reborn. It's just How interesting here, there in the horizon, the sun is emerging. So you see, how can death be such a horrible thing? It's not. Death is just this. We refuse to accept death as a part of life because we are too scared and overly identified with the loss and the lack of our ego's identification with our bodies, with our physical um, physical acquirements and possessions. We don't possess anything. All we have is this spiritual soul vision to understand, to promote, to put into growth. Because the body one day will cease, yes, but your soul will not. Even if maybe you believe you will. If you have a very um, strict way of looking at that, as you die and there's nothing more, okay. But still, you must understand there's something more inside of you that nourishes and gives, it's like the fuel of your life, gives you the fuel for your existence to be so amazingly perfect and um, and in synchrony with everything and everyone around you. But maybe you have been feeling distance of it because your heart needs healing. You need to have a brave, honest look at your heart to understand the maybe the scars, maybe the wounds you thought you were starting to regenerate and scar and process of scarring, and you realize that no, they are still very open. And maybe if you don't take care of them, or if those wounds are there for a long time, they were starting to create a serious damage, a serious infection to the way you saw and understood life. But any of those scenarios are to promote a transformation and a period of your life that is that is going in the direction of such an amazing empowerment, because it's after those stages of transformative periods of our life that feel so hard, so painful, so tearful, that we rise, like the story of the phoenix. We rise above it and we become stronger, wiser, evolved individuals here with consciousness of who we are, what our purpose is, what resonates with our truth and what doesn't resonate with our truth. So Leos, whatever is going on in your life that seems so hard and so painful, the advice is for you to go within, to listen to the knowledge you have acquired until now that doesn't come from the books you read in school, from the knowledge you received from your parents or society or whatever, but from within, somewhere no one can access and corrupt. It's just yours, and you need to access to it so you can have that understanding of this period of time that it's been challenging and transformative, and go in and go deep and see how powerful you are when you realize the process of empowerment itself. So Leo, I wish you a very, very, very good week. Thank you for listening, liking, subscribing. It really means a lot to me, and hopefully we'll see each other next week. And as well, happy Halloween.